Hey, what's up YouTube? Your boy Addiction here, back again with another video for Addiction's Halloween Month. And today, we are going to talk about the movies that have scared me the most throughout the years. And there's not very many, but I'm going to tell you the few that got me in my scary feels, you know what I'm saying? Right here on Addiction TV. So, as you know, I love horror movies, and there's just something about them, man. The feeling is awesome. Some people cannot handle being scared at all, but I'm not one of those people. I love being scared, you know what I mean? I love going to haunted houses. I love going ghost hunting, you know what I mean? I love doing all kinds of things in horror movies, you know. There's been a few that scared the hell out of me over the years. You know what I'm saying? So, as y'all know, my channel is not scripted. I just talk about things. It's not scripted, and that's the way I prefer to do it. You know, some people like to script it, but I'm not one of those people, so. But these aren't in any certain numbers, but we'll start with this. The first horror movie I ever seen, I was 6 years old, and I watched it with my mom, and it was Scream. Kevin Williamson, Wes Craven, Scream. Starring Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Skeet Ulrich, Matthew Lillard, Rose McGowan, dude. You know, now I look at that movie and I laugh, but being 6 years old and you know, it was brand new when I was 6 years old, you know, and it scared the hell out of me. I was scared to sleep in my own bed. I slept with my mom for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it even scared her. She even slept with a knife under the bed. That's how scared she was. That movie, it was creepy as hell at that age, you know what I mean? It terrified me, and I think that's watching Scream was like, man, I've never felt like this before. This movie just made me feel this way. That's cool as hell, you know. And I'm like, damn. So even at such a young age, after seeing Scream 6 years old, that's what jump-started me loving horror movies. And I'm like, woo, yes. So not long after that, maybe a year or two, Halloween H2O came out. And that was the first Halloween film I'd ever seen. And, you know, looking back at it now, it's like, that wasn't even a good movie. But at that age, it scared the hell out of me, man. That face, that mask, you know, Michael Myers, the way he gracefully moves around, you know, I was like, dude, this is creepy. You know, Halloween H2O is another one that really got me as a kid. So the first two things that really got me was Scream and Halloween H2O. And dude, this is when I really started liking horror movies. I'm like, dude, these movies, yeah, they scare me, but it's an awesome adrenaline rush. You know what I mean? It was awesome, man. And not long after that, you know, I have an aunt. Her name's Heather. She's only a couple of years older than me. And she's a horror movie fanatic, just like me. But I seen a lot of horror movies at a very young age, you know. And I remember seeing Pet Sematary 2. Not the first one. I didn't see the first one until I was grown. But when I was a kid, I seen Pet Sematary 2 and Silver Bullet, Stephen King. And dude, I'm like, dude, this is creepy as hell. You know what I mean? I loved it though, but you know, my aunt had this weird obsession with The Exorcist. And I'd never seen it. You know, here I am, about 9 years old. Never seen The Exorcist, so I watched it. Dude, that movie might be one of those movies that really, really got me, dude. I was like, this is horrifying. Why am I watching this? It was different than, you know, slashers and this and that. Slashers is what I started getting used to. Then I saw the original Exorcist and, you know, Linda Blair, and it was just horrifying. The way she was walking down the stairs backwards, and it terrified me, man. And this next movie, I remember watching, I think I watched it with my mom as well, and that was the first Jeepers Creepers. That movie, before they actually showed what the creeper looked like when he's over there throwing the bodies down the pipe and all that, before they showed what the creeper looked like, dude, it was giving me chills, goosebumps. I'm like, dude, this is a scary ass film. You know what I mean? And I was still young, and I'm like, damn. And it really creeped me out, man. I was like, damn. All right, then go ahead, Jeeper, Creeper. You know what I mean? It got me. And then a few years later, which you'll laugh at this because it probably didn't scare anybody, but I was sitting alone in my mom's house. I was still a kid, middle of the night, and she rented a movie. She didn't tell me, or she borrowed it from a friend or something, and I just seen it laying there, and it was a VHS. It didn't have a case or nothing, just a VHS that said Wrong Turn. So I'm over here like, wonder what this is. So I popped it in the VCR, and I'm sitting there watching it in the middle of the night by myself, and I'm like, this is creepy as hell. These hillbillies doing this and that, shooting motherfuckers with bow and arrows, and this and that, chopping motherfuckers up, cannibals, you know, and I'm like, dude, this is creepy. So Wrong Turn, it didn't have a big effect on me, but it definitely creeped me out, you know. And then, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you, even as an adult, there was a couple movies that creeped me out, and one is, I used to go to the library all the time, because, you know, free movies, you know what I mean, renting movies, and I picked up The Strangers, the first Strangers, and I was grown by this point, almost grown. Nah, I wasn't quite grown yet, but I was getting there, and I watched it middle of the night by myself. I don't know where my mom was at. She might have been out with some friends, or she might have been upstairs in bed. I can't remember, but all I know is I felt alone as hell watching this movie. It creeped me the hell out, dude. Like, every little sound I'd hear outside, I'd be, you know, looking out the windows. Everything I heard was just fucking with me, dude. I'm like, this is not cool. And I actually liked that movie, man. It was slow, but dude, it was creepy, man. Pin-up girl, doll face, and the sackhead dude, man. What really creeped me out was when I think she went to light a cigarette. She was walking around the kitchen, and you could see the sackhead dude step out from the darkness behind her, just standing there with the Michael Myers vibes, and it creeped me out, man. And then another movie that really creeped me out as an adult was the first Insidious. That movie was creepy as hell. You know, the sequels, I've seen them all. I'm not big fans of them, but the very first Insidious really creeped me out, dude. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good. James Wan, you know, I was like, this is a good movie. But it creeped me out. It really creeped me out, man. I was like, what the hell? But it's all good, man. So, you know, that's part one of the movies that scared me growing up. There's plenty more, man, but Like I said, my channel is not scripted, so I was just giving y'all a few that right away came to mind that really affected me. You know what I mean? So that's video part 1, and I'll be coming at you with part 2 here soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many that scared the hell out of me. I'm nowhere near done. There's no telling how many parts this video will have. I mean, damn, I was going to save this for the next video, but I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans. And I was an adult when I seen this, but so it's kind of funny that it scared me, but I was an adult. And that was the ending. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it. If you have not seen Sleepaway Camp, cut this video off right now. But when I was an adult, I was probably about, not an adult, I don't know, I was 17, 18, 19, somewhere around there. And the ending of Sleepaway Camp, when we find out that Angela is a boy, and she's standing there, whatever, like, dude, it fucked me up, bro. Like, I was like, that's really off-putting. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it messed with me. Man. But I'd like to know, what movies have really scared you guys? What had an effect on you? What made you look under your bed? What made you close your closet? Let me know down in the comments. Like and subscribe, and we got plenty more to come. We're about a week away from Halloween, so we got a few more videos coming for Addiction's Halloween right here on ADiktion TV.